Government revenues for the first 3 months of the new financial year, April to June, is showing encouraging signs of a strong economic rebound. That's according to Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke, who is cautiously optimistic about Jamaica's recovery following the improvement in tax revenues.
We are beginning to see that evidence of the economic rebound abundantly manifests itself in the performance of government revenues for the first 3 months of the fiscal year, April to June. Over this period, tax revenues performed better than budgeted, and tax revenues from the three major tax types improved substantially over last year.
The three tax types are revenues derived from income and profits, tax revenues derived from production and consumption, and tax revenues derived from international trade. Dr. Clarke disclosed that tax revenues derived from international trade showed the largest improvement, with the returns being 40.5% higher than the corresponding period last year.
We have seen where tax revenues from income and profits were higher by 6% than the corresponding period last year. Tax revenues from production and consumption were higher by 19.8% over the corresponding period last year. And tax revenues derived from international trade exceeded revenues from last year by 40.5%. Now, this is very good news.
He says that in relation to the tax revenues derived from international trade, the volumes of imports was one of the factors that led to the increase.
The primary explanatory factor for the increase in tax revenues from international trade is the significant expansion in trade volumes as compared with last year, which again is a testimony of the economic recovery in output that is underway. Data from the Customs Agency indicates that the net weight of goods imported, and we use net weight as a proxy for volume because it strips away price, than how price can skew the statistics. When you look at net weight, the net weight of imports increased by 100% over the 6 months, January to June of 2021, as compared with January to June of 2020.
Dr. Nigel Clarke, Finance Minister. Most of Jamaica's energy is derived from imported commodities such as propane, butane, petroleum, and LNG. The net weight of energy commodity imports increased by 177% from January to June 2021 when compared to the same period last year. It had collapsed by 54% last year. Minister Clarke says that this improvement is linked to hotels, households, and other industries, increasing their economic activity again in comparison to last year.